Hello all, in today's class we are going to discuss or verify whether the given grammar is LL1 grammar or not. So for that we are considering a grammar here which has 3 productions, and for this we need to compute first set and a follow set, which has been already discussed in the previous classes. You can check into those videos for the computation of first and follow. I'll just brief out what is first of B. For every terminal, first of a terminal is a terminal itself, so you are getting same thing. And first of epsilon is epsilon. First of this string becomes E because that is the first symbol in that string. First of A is A itself. First of ICTSE is first symbol is I only. So we have written like this. Nothing but first of S is, from this you can obtain first of S is I and A. Then first of from these two. Next moving on to this 2. First of E is, first of E is E and epsilon. So E and epsilon. Next moving on to third one, first of C is, from this first of C is B. Okay, we have computed this. Then follow set to be computed. For finding the follow set, take already procedure is done in the previous. Check that. For follow of C, who is following C is T. Okay, for follow of C, T is answer. So no other production here is having C on the right hand side. So computation is over. Next moving on to follow of E. Follow of E is, look at this, nothing is there here. So when nothing is there, we have to consider follow of S. So for follow of E, follow of F to be computed first. So we move on to follow of S. For follow of S is, who is following S, that is E. If it is a non-terminal, first of E to be considered. So what is first of E? Small e and epsilon. So we have to include that small e, and because it is having epsilon, we have to check for follow of, because this is epsilon, we have to take follow of S again. What is follow of S? S is a starting symbol, so dollar to be included. Okay, so this is over. Now E and epsilon, already we need to compute follow of S for follow of computing E, therefore the same value to be substituted here. So that is how we computed already, and this problem is already we have got to know that it is a dangling else problem, a partially dangling else, so it is ambiguous grammar. Now for that table creation we have to see. So all the rows to be filled with the non-terminal, all the columns to be filled with a terminal symbol in the production. So A, B, E, I, small t and dollar are the terminals. Now S on E. So how to start is, we have to look into the first set. First of C is B. So C on B, you have to write this production. Okay, now moving on to next. First of E is E. E on E, you have to write this production because this is the production which gives me E. Next, first of E is also having epsilon, but we will keep this for later discussion. Wherever epsilon is there, while computing the table, first keep that in the later computation. Moving on to next, first of S is I and A, therefore S on A is giving this production is used here. Similarly, S on I, first symbol is, this is the production. You have filled all this, and this is also filled. Now moving on to epsilon productions. While doing this, we got to know that first of E is having an epsilon, therefore since it is having an epsilon, this epsilon production, that is E produce epsilon, is a production to be filled where means for follow elements of E. Follow elements of E are these two. Therefore, dollar E on dollar you are filling epsilon production. Similarly, E on E is another element, there also you are filling epsilon production. Okay, so therefore these two are, you can just observe as per the rules of LL1 grammar, every cell must be filled with only single production, but here it's not a single production, there are more than one production here. Therefore you can conclude that it is not LL1 grammar. Thank you.